Hello all my friends, welcome back to my English comfort zone. And today we have a new grammar item about the past simple. So
I need to ask you, what do we mean by the past simple? What is the meaning of the past simple? What is the form of the verb in the past simple? And how do we use the past simple? Some adverbs around or about the past simple. Then we'll talk about the present perfect in the same way. And then we'll make a comparison between the past simple and present perfect in use. So, what is the form of the past simple? الفورم الverb form of the past simple, what is it? Can you tell me?
واحنا عندنا past tense والpast perfect.
I know والله الpast tense والpresent perfect. What is the form? You know the meaning when I ask you to tell me the form of any tense, I ask you about the shape of the verb. About the shape of the verb. Which form is the verb? Yes, which form of the verb? Is it form 1 or form 2 or form 3? Is it verb 1 or 2 or 3? Is it present, past or perfect? So past simple means verb 1 or 2 or 3? Verb 1 or 2 or 3? It means verb 2. This is the second form of the verb. We know that we have two types of verbs in English. We have regular verbs, and irregular ones. And irregular ones. What about regular verbs? How do we get the form 2? How do we get the past simple from regular verbs? Most regular verbs just add what? Yelena, most regular verbs just add what for the second form of a verb? Add what? Add T, ID, ED, add what for a second form of a verb?
We add teacher, can
like if this is a verb like want, how can we get the past form of want? We add what?
ed or
Excellent. Right. We add ed step by step. So if the verb does not end in e, just add ed. If the verb does not end in e, want, no e, no final e, so we add ed to the verb. These are regular verbs, but if we have a verb ending in e, like move, we have a final e, so we simply add what? Ed complete, or we just add d? What shall we add here? We add d or ed to a verb like move ending in e. Add what?
we will add ing.
No, we are talking about the past. Just we add d. Just we add d. So most verbs in English are regular. And listen well to me, this is very important. Most verbs in English are regular. Most verbs in English are regular. Regular verbs to get the second and even the third form, to give form 2 and form 3 of the verb 2 or verb 3. If the verb does not end in e, add complete ed. So the addition here is ed. And if the verb ends in e, just add d, only d. So we have wanted, final ed, moved, final d only.
Teacher, can I ask something?
Yes, you can.
What do we add? When do we add es at the end of the word?
This is for the present simple. We are talking about the past simple now. We don't talk about the present. Okay. This is past simple. SES for the present simple. Okay?
Okay.
So most verbs in English add ed final or d. If the verb does not end in E, add ed. If the verb ends in final E, just add d. This is for the second form. This is for verb 2. This is for the past simple form of a verb. You got me?
Yes.
Okay. Move to the second part of verbs. We have irregular verbs. Irregular verbs do not have any rule to be applied, any rules to be applied on. So irregular verbs must be kept by heart. That is to say, we memorize them because we don't have a rule, we don't have a formula. Like a verb cut, it will not change, so it will be cut in the second form, and in the third form also it will be cut, no change at all. Sometimes the verb can change slightly, like catch. The second form will be caught, and the third form will be caught. So the second and the third form, the second and the third form are the same. Sometimes all forms are different. Like if I say see, verb 2 saw, and verb 3 seen. So they are all different. They are all different. And sometimes we find the verb does not change in writing, but change in pronunciation. Like we have read, for example. Second form, it is the same spelling, but different. We say read. And also the third one is read. So these verbs sometimes differ and sometimes are the same. May the pronunciation of the verb may change, like read, read. It may not change, like cut, or shut, or hit. And sometimes two are different and one is similar, like that. So we need to memorize, we need to learn them, we need to keep them by heart. These are irregular verbs. Okay.
Yes, but did we write it on our copybook?
Yes. Move to another idea. That is the meaning. What do we mean by the past simple? What do we mean with the past simple? I see past means it happened before or happened now. Means it happened before or happened now. Means happened before. And the concentrate well also here. We say the past simple refers to an action. And I mean by action the verb of the sentence. I mean by the action the verb of the sentence. An action that happened and also ended. And they concentrate well with the meaning. At specific point of time, in the past. Okay, and it doesn't have any relation with the present. It doesn't have any relation or any effect or any importance or any relation with the present. And concentrate well, I say again, concentrate well with the meaning, because we will make a comparison between the past simple and the present perfect in use. So it doesn't have, and it has no relation. It has no relation or importance or consequence or result with the present or in the present. With the present. So I can say here, I can know exactly when the verb started in the past. Yes, I can know exactly when the verb ended in the past. Yes, sir. And what I focus on here is the verb itself, when it happened and when it ended, but no relation with the present at all. No consequence in the present, no result in the present, no importance in the present, no duration or continuity in the present. This is the past simple. You got me? You got the meaning well?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Let's move to another important idea. Every tense in English has a helping or more helping or auxiliary verb. What about the past auxiliary? The past simple, auxiliary verb. You can say auxiliary, you can say auxiliary, right? Helping, right? Helping verb. What is it? This is the verb to do in the past simple form, that is did. Verb to do in the past simple form, that is did. And remember well that always did is followed by what, Jana? Did is always followed by verb what? Verb what? Verb one or verb? One or
Verb
two or
one.
three? One or two or three, Jana?
One, yeah, miss.
Neither one, nor two, nor three. This is the infinitive form of the verb. If this is a base form, it's not one or two or three. Infinitive form. Did is always followed by an infinitive form. Did or did not. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Let's have an example. I need any one of you to give me an example sentence in the past simple. Any one of you, give me an example sentence in the past simple. Who can?
Can I?
Yes.
My neighborhood moved to another country.
My what? My what? My?
My neighborhood moved
Okay,
to
okay, my neighborhood. Okay. Yes, I got. My neighborhood. My neighbor, only not neighborhood.
okay.
My neighbor moved to,
Another country.
yes, another country. Exactly. Moved. This is a past form of a verb. So this sentence is in the past simple. If we need to know which tense is the sentence, is it present, past, future, perfect? If we need to know, we focus mainly on the verb. We focus mainly on the verb section. Let's analyze the sentence here. Who moved to another country? Who? Marianne's complete. Who moved to another country? Huh? Who moved? Huh? Who moved to another country? Marianne's, do you hear me? Can you hear me? So who moved to another country? You or your neighbor? My neighbor. My neighbor. So what is the subject? What is the subject of the sentence here? Who moved? My neighbor. So what is the subject here?
I have
What? My neighbor. My neighbor is the subject of the sentence. Where is the verb? The verb is the second part of a sentence. So where is the verb here? Where is the verb here? Moved. And to another country, all we need, this is a complement of the sentence, but look at the verb. We have moved. Final D, because the verb M-O-V-E, final D. This is a past form of the verb, so this sentence is in the past simple. This sentence is in the past simple. Okay? If I want to ask a question, I need someone of you to ask a question. Start with did. Start with the helping. Yeah, Ala, can you? Ala, can you form a question here? Start with a helping verb. Start with did. Did.
Did you move?
Yes, did your neighbor? Bravo. Did your neighbor? Complete.
Moved to another country?
I say moved or I say move only? Infinitive.
No.
Yes, infinitive form because we have did. Move to another country. To another country. So if we need to answer here, how can we answer? We say yes. We answer yes or no. If we say yes, we'll say yes. Huh? Yes. He or she, we can say he or she or they. Yes. Yes, he. Huh?
Yes, he did.
Yes. And if we answer no, we'll say no. He
didn't.
yes, did not. That is a short form, didn't. Yes, he did, or no, he didn't. So if we need to change any verb in the past form, change into a negative form, how can we? If I say, for example, they attended a party. They attended a party last week. Okay. Lana, they attended a party last week. This sentence is a past form. We know by the verb it is attended, final ed. So this is a past simple verb. Change into negative. Negative.
It's actually
Negate the sentence. Change into negative. Use not in the sentence. Use not.
Did they attend to a party last week?
They attend to a party. You cancel the final ed only from the verb. You cancel
Yes.
I say change into negative means use not. Change into negative means use not. Who can?
Oh, okay. They did not.
Yes, bravo. They did not or didn't in a short form. They didn't. Okay. They didn't. Complete. Complete, my dear. They didn't what?
Attend to a party.
Yes, excellent, excellent, excellent. They didn't attend, so we get after didn't the which form? After didn't we get the first, second, or third? Listen well, please. After didn't we get first or second or third form of a verb?
Second?
No, neither one. Nor one, nor two, nor three. We get the base form of a verb, the infinitive form of a verb, the verb with no additions at all. So didn't attend. Attend here is a base form, is an infinitive form. And I said a very short time before now that after did or didn't, after did or didn't, as long as we have did in a sentence, whether negative or positive, it must be followed by verb infinitive form. An infinitive form, a base form of a verb. And I mean by the base form, verb with no additions, no ed at all. Okay, so they didn't attend. So they didn't attend, complete the sentence. A party?
Last week.
Yes, easily. Last week. Like this, you understand well up to now?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's move to another idea. And this is very important also. What are the time adverbs of the past simple? The time adverbs of the past simple. Sometimes we have only some words, some adverbs, and sometimes we have some phrases to refer to the past simple. So I will give you a hint and you complete. If it is to say, I can say yesterday, for example, yesterday. Who can complete?
Yesterday,
Yes.
I went to the movies with my family.
Right. I need another adverb like yesterday. Like what, Jana? You said something, Jana.
Last week or last month.
Yes, last here. This is an adjective, and add any past, any any period of time. I say last week, last Monday, last month, last year, last morning, and so on. So yesterday you last last week, for example. And what else? What else? Complete, my dear. Ago. Never forget about ago. Ago, this is very famous in your syllabus and this is very important for you. Go. Yesterday, last ago, and also we have in the past. This is a phrase. In the past. In ancient times. Ancient means very old. In ancient times.
Okay. Teacher, should we write this on our copybooks or no?
Yes, yes. No, you have to study well. You have to take notes and study them well. In ancient times, and also we have once, and then we have one day. Okay. These are adverbs and phrases of time mentioning or showing that the sentence is in the past simple. Okay, my dear? You got my idea now?
Yes.
You got my idea now? Okay. So we don't have much time and I need to give you some exercises. I will give you an exam now. I will answer with you on Google. Yes. Be ready. We will wait until we finish. We will wait until we finish the whole lesson and then we will answer the questions in the book. But now, exactly on the past simple, I will give you a quiz online on the past simple. Concentrate well. Wait for me. I'm coming now. Yes, past simple. Quizzes. English club is good. Yes. Just a good practice about the past simple. Yeah. You share. Now, can you see my Google? Can you see?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Ala, go on, Ala. Number one, I dash to mall after school. I go, I went. Remember, Ala, verb to go is an irregular verb. So I
went.
Excellent, my dear. I went. Jana, my brother a bear an hour ago. Seen, saw, or sees. Look at ago.
So,
This
yes.
So excellent, bravo. And now, Hannah, Mike visited his grandmother last night. Did or does, and you have last night also in the past simple.
Did.
Excellent, my dear, bravo. And now for Jana, Alex didn't last weekend. After didn't we get working ing, worked ed, or work infinitive form?
Work.
Yes, my dear, bravo. First, second, or third form, Jana? Jana?
Infinitive.
Yes, bravo. This is the trick.
Teacher, we can't hear you very well.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? My internet access is full, by the way. Can you hear me now? Yes.
We were not happy after the sad ending.
Where Judy and Liz was or were?
Oh, Judy
and Liz.
Was Judy and Liz at last month's meeting?
But look, okay. Look at Judy and Liz. These are two nouns or two names, and we combine with and. So the subject here is not singular. It's not Judy alone or Liz alone. Judy and Liz. No, more than one. So this is plural, not singular. No, my dear, this is last month, last We can't
Oh,
take
okay.
are. Yes, where? We can take are because are in the present, and here we have last month. Last month. Okay. And as for who didn't answer up to now? Who didn't answer? Who didn't answer?
Teacher,
Who?
can I answer this?
Lana. We not happy after the sad ending. We were, we was, we did.
We were.
Yes, we're not happy after the sad ending. Excellent, my dear. Marianne, do you want to answer again? Answer. You see Jude's new dog yesterday. Or did do?
Dead.
Did, okay, did you see? Yes, right. Hannah, again. Sorry, I hear you at the door. I wasn't, I didn't, I'm not.
I didn't.
Excellent, my dear. I didn't hear you at the door. And as for Ala, I dash English for 2 years studied.
I studied.
Yes, bravo, my dear.
Can
And
I
as
answer the last one?
what?
Can I answer the last one or no?
Okay, you can. What you eat for lunch yesterday? What
What
did you eat for lunch yesterday? Check. Yes, all our answers are 100% right. See you next time, inshallah, and I hope you enjoy my class today. You enjoyed my class?
Yes.
And
Yes,
I
dear.
enjoy, yes, my dear, my bestie. And I enjoyed your meeting very well. Okay?
Have a nice teacher. Bye.
Yes, bye-bye. Have a nice time. The best time ever is for you all, my dear.